Welcome to Alex SQ YouTube channel. Today agenda. What is software testing? 7 principles of software testing. Benefits of software testing. Software testing is a method to check whether the actual software product matches the expected requirements and to ensure that software product is a defect free. For example, if you have a login screen and you want to test that functionality, as a software tester, you need to test in both positive and negative way to check if the actual result matches with the expected one. Now we see about 7 principles of software testing. First one, exhaustive test is not possible. Defect clustering, pesticide paradox. Testing shows a presence of defects, absence of error. Early testing. Testing is a context dependent. Exhaustive test is not possible. Yes, it's not possible to test all the functionalities with all the valid and all the invalid combinations of input data during actual testing because it takes unlimited efforts and most of these efforts are ineffective. Also, the project timeline will not allow testing of so many number of combinations. Hence, it is recommended to test input data using different methods like equivalent partitioning and boundary value analysis method. We'll see how to done equivalent partitioning and boundary value testing in next video. Defect clustering. Okay, just explain it in a short way. When a small number of modules contains most of the bugs or shown the most operational failures, it's called defect clustering. There might be a multiple reasons like modules may be complex, the coding related to the such modules may be complicated. This concept is based on Pareto principles, which states that 80% of bugs are caused by 20% of module. It's also called 80:20 ratio. Next one is pesticide paradox. If the same set of test cases are executed again and again over the period of time, then these set of test cases are not capable enough to identify new defects in the system. To overcome this, the set of test cases need to be regularly reviewed and revised. If required, a new set of test cases can be added and the existing test cases can be deleted if they are not able to find any more defects from the system. Testing shows the presence of defects. Every application is released into production after a sufficient amount of testing by different teams. Yes, but have you ever seen or heard from any of testing team that they have tested the software fully and there is no defects in the software? Instead of that, every testing team confirms that software meets all the business requirements and it is functioning as per need of end user. In software testing industry, no one will say that there is no defects in the software, which is quite true. As testing cannot prove that software testing is error free or defect free. However, the objective of testing is to find more and more hidden defects using different techniques and methods. Testing can reveal undiscovered defects, and if no defects are found, then it does not mean that the software is defect free. Absence of error files. Coming to this topic, I can explain it with some interesting example. Assume you are company developer developing on software and complete testing of the software is done and 99% of defects which were identified have been fixed. Also retesting on them is done. This report have been submitted to the management. Okay. This has given them pretty much confidence about the product quality. Now, when the demonstration of the software is given to the client, he gives his feedback saying, though it is called defect free, but still this is not what I required. Okay, simply he said it's not reaches the our client requirement. Now, before receiving this feedback, everyone in the testing team was very much confident and sure about the quality of the product. But in the end, it proved to be false. This straight away means that The system is not usable by the client as it does not fulfill his expectation. Therefore, it is very much important to note that the client requirements and expectations are as much important as the quality of the product. Okay, now moving to the next principle, early testing. Here, the tester need to get involved at early stage of SDLC, that is software development life cycle. I can explain it later. During this time, the requirement analysis phase and any documentation defects can be identified at early stage. Because of this type of testing, such a defect is very less when comparative with those that are found during the last stage of testing. And the last principle, testing is context dependent. There are several domains available in a market like banking, insurance, medical, advertisement, and those things. And each domain has a number of applications. Also, for each domain and their application have a different requirement, different functionalities, and different testing purpose, different risk techniques, etc. Different domains are tested differently. Thus, testing is purely based on context of domain or applications. So that's why the testing is a context dependent. And the last topic is benefits of software testing. Here I can give it some benefits of the software testing like cost effective, product quality, security, and customer satisfaction. That's it. If you like this video, please share and like. If you want to see the upcoming videos, please subscribe our channel.